This is the Oasis Sanctuary Foundation. Sanctuary for exotic birds, mainly parrots, of all. Oh boy, I used to know the exact number, and I've kind of gotten out of practice of keeping that in my head. There's probably 12 to 15 different species of birds here. So common pet birds, typical pet birds would be your cockatiels and parakeets, quakers, African greys, cockatoos, macaws, and then we have a variety of other species that aren't so common, lories, some other African species which are in the Poicephalus family, Indian ringneck parakeets, pretty large flock of those, but they're not really common as pets. We are at capacity.
How many birds?
We have about 730 here today, just 728 I think is the count. And we turn away birds every day. Well, there's a variety of ways that we take birds in. Most of them that are here were companion pets and have had behavioral challenges, lost their home because their owner passed or has become terminally ill, or elderly who have to go into assisted living. Parrots do live very long lives, so we have everything from parakeets to macaws here. And a parakeet who is very healthy could live to be 20 years old. So that's a long time for a pet. But when you look at the macaws that could live to be 80 years old, they're typically going to outlive their owner. A lot of birds that are kept in captivity develop behavioral issues, and one of those is plucking or feather destructive behavior, and it can range from just barbering their feathers, so they're destroying it, where they don't actually pull it, but they're destroying the feather, or actually pulling it out. And it just at some point becomes habitual for them, and they continue to do that. Many birds will do it for other reasons. Sometimes it's environment. They're so stressed in the environment they're in that when they come here, they will stop that plucking because it's a different environment that they're happier in. Other birds who are on really bad diets when they come here, could be health related. So, it might cause some health issue that would be uncomfortable for them. Solely by private donations. There's very little grant money for avian rescues and sanctuaries. Dogs and cats, there's lots of grants out there.
Why do you think that is?
I think it's just not as well known, and foundations aren't focused on that arena at this point. Some birds can make good pets, but generally, no. I don't recommend parrots as pets. So if somebody's really interested in birds, come work at a sanctuary and help all these birds that really need some human interaction and attention.
And what is the thing that you like most about being here?
The birds, of course. I have owned pet birds for 30 some years, and luckily none of my birds have behavioral issues, and they've been with me a long time. But there's going to be a day when I'm going to have to find a place for them. So I hope that I can find a wonderful home for those that will do good in a home, but I hope there's a place like the Oasis for the few that I know need to be specially handled.